Welcome, Web3 gamers, to the Web3 game room. I'm previewing another game called Brick Breaker, and it's from the Arc8 franchise, or the game with an extra E coin. So I'm going to try and figure this game as I go, and let's see what happens. Okay, knocked the ball out. Okay, hit some items. Some items are exploding. I'm scoring points. Okay. Oh, I can move forward and backwards to make the ball move faster. So that's cool. Okay, some more bounces. That's not bad. Getting the hang of it. So basically, I'm trying to break these bricks. Obviously, that goes from the name, so that's obvious. You score points for every brick that you break. I'm guessing that the different kind of bricks have different points. I haven't had a chance to figure that out yet because my attention's on just hitting the ball. Oh, the ball's smaller. That must have something to do with that item I just collected. So one thing I'll immediately say is in games like this, it's hard to learn as you play because everything's in real time and you can't really be looking at too many things at once. You've got to focus on one thing. So I'll continue to focus on just playing. Oh, let's see what this does. Okay, it's like a magnet. So that's nice that they tell you that it's a magnet. Oh, there. For a moment there, I thought we were going to be stuck. Okay, what is this one? Teleport. Okay. I think that's nice that it tells you um, what the item does. That's actually very helpful. And I think what could be more helpful is if they gave like a small demonstration or maybe a tutorial mode or something, so you could actually see the skill in action. Although some of them are intuitive, so magnet's kind of obvious, teleport's not so obvious, to be honest. So that one I've just had to observe. Let's see. Can I get this last one? Ah, and I do it. And I'm guessing that that's the end of it now. Obviously, this is a game in preview, so the game hasn't worked out that I've scored all the bricks. Probably in the real game, more bricks will start coming, but for now, I guess that's the end of it. Let's deliberately let the ball pass and maybe play another game. Okay, let's go again. See what we can figure out this time. Okay, go to the side. Get some bricks. Let's see if I can understand the scoring. Okay, so those ones at the bottom are like explosives and they seem to break some bricks. One thing that could have been nice is maybe the points that you get for each brick maybe being shown as you score them, just so you have a clear idea. Or maybe just, maybe in the tutorial you can explain it. Just that you can't really in real time see what you're getting for each brick without taking your eyes off the actual game because of the real time nature. Okay, I need to try and hit this to the side. Ah, there you go. We try hit to the side again. Ah, missed it. Okay, let's go. I might not do it this time. Oh, okay. I mean, it's sort of an easy game. Maybe this is just one level, easy mode. And that's it. We've got 720 points. And let balls go past, and then we can discuss my views on the game. So what I would say about this game is that it has a lot of potential, actually. A lot of potential. I think there's got to be multiple levels to the game. They can't just be one level. There's got to be an easy, medium, hard, extremely hard, impossible version of the game. So you've got to at least have those levels. And perhaps those levels will trigger not just the items that we see when we start breaking the bricks, but maybe even control new bricks being created. So I think it would be nice if, as you play the game, the bricks are being destroyed because you're breaking them, but new bricks come in. A bit like how Tetris works. When you get some alignment on Tetris, you get new ones falling in from the top. So I think a similar idea can be applied here. And the rate at which those bricks are created can definitely be controlled by the difficulty level. So that's at least one thing you can do. I think having tutorials are very important so that you can understand what everything does. I think it would be nice if the tutorial mode would sort of pause the game when something new happens, like when you hit a new type of brick, pause the game, tell you a bit about the brick, the points, etc. And maybe even when you take one of the items, like a magnet or a teleport, it also tells you, hey, this is what that does in the tutorial mode. Just some way to understand the game as you go along. People don't like to spend too much time just thinking about a game like this before they play. They definitely want to just get started and play. And that's the strength of this game. You can just get started and play. But people also like to gamers like to get good at a game that they've sort of taken an interest in. So once they've really started to play and it's intuitive and they can get off the ground very fast, after a while they get vested into the game and they want to know, okay, what does everything mean? And what can I get to make the game more interesting? And what do all of the items mean? So there needs to be a nice way to introduce that incrementally. And that's why I like the idea of tutorial modes where only upon occurring, something occurring within the game, do you learn about it? So you don't learn about it ahead of time, you don't learn about it sort of in real time, just in time, as they say. So it's a good game. One thing that's a big miss that this game is 100% missing is a multiplayer mode. I mean, this game is screaming for multiplayer mode, and there's so many different ways you can have multiplayer mode here. You could have a cooperative multiplayer mode, and you could definitely have a um, antagonistic competitive multiplayer mode. So what I mean is I could imagine on the other end somebody else with their own device, just the same device that I have that I'm moving from left to right, someone else has their own, and they're on the other side. And basically, when I get the ball past them, I score a point. If they get it past me, they score a point. And all of these bricks in between are just kind of like obstacles in the way between us to make it it's trickier to get the ball past us. So that's one improvement. Another thing is you can have it cooperative. So you have the two guys on the same side, and actually the points are scored according to who hit the ball. So if I'm on this side and someone else is on that side, but they hit the ball and they kill a brick, they get the point. If I kill the brick, I get the point. And you could even still have the competitive mode with the two guys on opposite sides, where you score more points for getting the ball past them, but you get points for the bricks as well that you hit on this that you break as you hit the ball. So there's definitely options like that. But overall, I really like this game for its intuitiveness. This game is very intuitive. I really like it. So it's just really missing that tutorial mode where you learn things just in time so you can become a master. I think it's definitely missing a multiplayer mode in both cooperative and competitive. Um, but otherwise, yeah, very nice game. Very nice game. Fun wise, I'm going to say potential of 10 out of 10 if it has all of those modes and various different levels. Like I said, the easy all the way to hard. I think there's a potential 10 out of 10. As it is right now, I would only give it a 6 or 7 out of 10. But I think with those improvements that I mentioned, this can 100% be 10 out of 10. You could definitely create a competition out of this. You could definitely have cooperative competitions and competitive competitions out of this. It is a sort of game you would play when you're otherwise idle. But I think some people would stop to play a game like this in the competitive mode and the cooperative mode just for a little bit of fun. In terms of scoring its intuition, like I said, it's very high on intuition. Tutorial mode would make that even better. And I think I've mentioned all the improvements I would make. So nice concept with huge potential. All right, thanks very much. That's my review on Brick Breaker in preview mode.